Folks, I swear to you, what's unraveling behind the scenes right now in the NFL isn't just a rumor. It's a seismic shift that could redefine the entire next chapter of the league. You're about to witness something that, I promise, very few have caught wind of, and even fewer will believe at first. Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you isn't just hot gossip. It's a carefully guarded secret in NFL circles that, if true, could alter the landscape of the NFC and shake the playoff picture to its core. Right now, as you sit there watching, an unprecedented move is being plotted, one that could send shockwaves through the league, and it starts with a name that the casual fan might overlook, but the insiders will tell you this is huge. Brace yourself, because in the next few minutes I'm going to lay out a story so explosive, so meticulously sourced, that it will change how you see the NFL's power structure. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade involving Foyesade Oluokun, one that could land him at the heart of Green Bay's historic rebuild. But first, and I mean this, you want to be inside on this. Hit that subscribe button, turn that bell on, because what I'm about to reveal isn't for everyone. No, it's for those who want to see behind the curtain, who want to know what's really happening in the league's secret war for dominance. Are you ready? Because what I'm about to tell you will blow your mind. Now, I've been around the NFL for 20-plus years, scouting, analyzing, working with insiders who have whispered in my ear on stories that could end careers or ignite dynasties. And I can tell you without hesitation, what's happening right now behind closed doors is nothing short of groundbreaking. It's a clandestine game of chess with the biggest pieces moving in silence, and the target, Foyesade Oluokun, a linebacker from Jacksonville, but not just any linebacker. This man is the missing piece for a franchise desperate to punch through the glass ceiling. And that franchise, you might be surprised, it's the Green Bay Packers, folks. Yes, the Packers. The team that's been waiting for its next great chapter, eyeing that elusive Super Bowl after years of rebuilding and frustration. But how does Oluokun fit into this picture? Why would the Packers, a proud franchise with a storied history, go all in on making such a bold move? That's what I'm about to reveal, and I promise, it's bigger than any fan could imagine. But first, before I get into the meat and potatoes of this analysis, understand this. The NFL operates on secrets, on whispers behind closed doors, and on a relentless pursuit of the next big thing. Oluokun, as of January 21, 2026, is one of the league's most underrated stars. A tackle machine with elite instincts, a proven leader, and a man whose value is through the roof. He's currently a Jacksonville Jaguar, yes, but I've learned, from sources close to the trade negotiations that are just beginning, that a move is in the works that could send shockwaves through the league. And the target? A franchise thirsty for an injection of talent, leadership, and a player who can transform an entire defense overnight. Let me take you into the inside story behind this potential blockbuster. But as I do, remember, in the NFL, nothing is random. Every move is calculated, every deal has a story, and every player's future is written by the highest powers in the league. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share might just be the greatest trade story no one is talking about yet. As we peel back the curtain, I want you to understand Oluokun's full profile, because his stats alone tell you he's not just a good linebacker, he's a game changer. In 2025, he finished with 143 tackles over 17 games, which is no small feat. That's tied for 10th in the league, a testament to his durability, instincts, and relentless pursuit of the ball. His tackling volume is historic, 6 straight 100-plus tackle seasons, dating back to his days at Yale, where he was the 48th Yale player drafted in NFL history, a remarkable feat for a non-Power 5 school. Since entering the league in 2018, he's evolved into a hybrid playmaker, rushing the passer with 4.5 sacks last year, snagging an interception, forcing fumbles, and consistently making plays all over the field. But what makes Oluokun so attractive to the Packers? Well, for starters, his contract status. He signed a 4-year, $45 million extension in March 2024, with $22.5 million guaranteed at signing. That's not just a cheap deal. It's a long-term commitment that signals his value at the elite linebacker tier. And in November 2025, he restructured that deal to free up cap space for his current team. This flexibility means he's available for a trade, but also that any suitor must be willing to part with premium assets, because Oluokun isn't just a rental. He's a building block for the next decade. Now, why would the Packers, a team that's been rebuilding with Jordan Love as their franchise quarterback, go all in for a linebacker like Oluokun? The answer is simple. They're looking for a leader on defense, a player who can instantly elevate their front seven, and a guy who can match the intensity of their young core. LaFleur's team is sitting on the precipice of something big. They've drafted young talents, but what they lack is a veteran presence, a guy who can call the shots at the second level of their defense. Oluokun, with his leadership, tackling prowess, and versatility, fits that mold perfectly. And the mechanics of the trade, that's where things get interesting. From what I've gathered from sources close to league negotiations, the package could involve multiple draft picks, possibly a first-round pick or a high second-rounder, plus some mid-rounders or even a future conditional pick. The Jaguars, they're in a position of leverage because Oluokun's value is sky-high, a proven sideline-to-sideline force with an elite feel for the game. They're not just giving him away. They want premium compensation for a player who's still in his prime at 30 years old. Cap-wise, well, the Packers will have to maneuver around some salary cap gymnastics. Oluokun's current deal with its guaranteed money isn't cheap, but they're likely to absorb a prorated signing bonus, extend him, or negotiate a new deal, possibly a shorter-term extension to fit their window. The league's salary cap this year remains around $225 million, and Green Bay has shown they're not shy about pushing the boundaries for the right talent. This isn't about saving money, it's about making a statement. Now, here's where I get really excited, because Oluokun isn't just a good player. He's a perfect fit for the Packers' scheme. LaFleur's offense has always thrived on smart, versatile linebackers who can handle multiple roles: pass coverage, run stopping, pass rushing. Oluokun's skill set? Elite. He's like a chess piece that can be moved all over the board. His film shows a player who reads plays with uncanny instinct, closes gaps with explosive burst, and crucially, makes the game-changing plays in key moments. His 2023 season included a pick-six against the Saints, a game-changer, and his relentless tackling often keeps drives alive or ends them quickly. Scouts rave about his motor, his football IQ, and his leadership qualities. Now, what are the best-case and worst-case scenarios here? In the best case, Oluokun becomes the cornerstone of the Packers' defense, transforming their front seven into one of the league's most feared. His instinctive playmaking sparks confidence in the entire secondary, and his leadership guides the young talent like Key Walker and others. This move signals that Green Bay is all in, aligning their short-term ambitions with a clear plan for a deep playoff run, maybe even a Lombardi in 2026. However, we must acknowledge the risks. The trade demands heavy draft capital, which could set back their future picks, but if they're chasing a title now, that's a calculated gamble. Also, Oluokun's injury history, including a foot IR stint a year ago, raises questions about durability, but his recent seasons have been remarkably durable, with no major setbacks. And the financial maneuvering, while feasible, requires precision. When you look at the league landscape, this isn't an isolated move. Other contenders are making bold decisions: trades, signings, gambles. The NFL landscape in 2026 is a war of attrition and strategy. But the Packers' interest in Oluokun signals a different kind of approach. They're not just patching holes, they're building a dynasty for the next decade. And Oluokun, he's the missing piece of that puzzle. In the end, I believe this trade is not only plausible, it's inevitable if the right offer appears. The Jaguars are listening, and the Packers are ready to pounce. The question isn't if it happens, but when. And trust me, when it does, it will rewrite narratives, shake the league, and give the Packers a shot at reclaiming their throne. Stay tuned, because as I keep digging into the details, more pieces of this puzzle will fall into place. And when everything is said and done, we'll look back and realize the 2026 NFL offseason was just the beginning of a new era. Now, if you think I've given you enough to digest, remember, this is just the surface. There's so much more brewing behind the scenes, secrets that could blow this story wide open. Keep your eyes peeled, because what I've just shared could be the most consequential NFL move of the decade. And I'll be right here, watching, analyzing, and bringing every insider detail straight to you. This isn't just sports, it's the ultimate chess match. And Alyuokan is about to be the king in the Packers' game plan. You want to be in the know? You want the real scoop. Smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay locked in because I'll keep exposing what's really happening. And trust me, the best is yet to come.